Hello and welcome back to the channel. After a rainy day visiting the city of Orléans, we followed the course of the Loire River, and before reaching the Château de Chambord, we stop in the small town of Beaugency.
And if you like our video, do not forget to like it, subscribe and activate notifications so that you know when we upload a new video.
We leave the city of Orléans, where we enjoyed a pleasant walking tour of its historic center, and following the course of the Loire River, we arrive in a short time at Beaugency, where we first find the bridge over the Loire River, which is the oldest and longest stone bridge of all those built on the river, and which introduces us, via Rue du Pont, to the historic center of Beaugency. On this street, we turn left and we arrive at Place Dunois, a small square surrounded by some of the city's most important monuments. To the left, we have the Abbey Church of Notre-Dame, a jewel of local Romanesque architecture, built at the end of the 11th century, and the place where in 1152, the marriage of King Louis VII of France to Eleanor of Aquitaine was declared null. In front of the Abbey Church, we find the castle, a magnificent example of a seigneurial residence whose origins date back to the 11th and 12th centuries, with a beautiful inner courtyard, and which currently houses a digital art center. In front of the castle, we find the imposing Caesar's Tower, a square keep which at 36 meters is one of the tallest in France, and of which only the exterior structure remains, since in 1568 its roof suffered a fire, and in 1840 the entire interior of the tower collapsed. We continue our tour of Beaugency, and after Place Dunois, we arrive at a small triangular square, Place Saint-Firmin. In this small square, we find the Saint-Firmin bell tower, which at 56 meters high allows on clear days even seeing the Orléans Cathedral, and which is the remnant of an 11th century Romanesque church which was destroyed during the French Revolution. In front of the bell tower, in the square, we find a statue of Joan of Arc, which pays tribute to Joan of Arc, who participated in the Battle of Beaugency, which took place between June 16th and 17th, 1429. Continuing our walk, we pass by the Ursuline Convent, built in 1629 at the request of the inhabitants after the arrival of the Ursuline nuns to take charge of the education of girls. At the end of the street, we find the Porte Tavers, a remnant of the wall that surrounded the city and which defended its southern part. We enter the historic center again and arrive at Place du Martroi, where we find the Church of Saint-Étienne, one of the oldest in France, founded during the first half of the 11th century, and which is a beautiful example of Romanesque art. Declared a historical monument in 1840, after its renovation in 1999, it is now a municipal cultural center that hosts exhibitions. Following Rue Martroi, very close by, we find the Clock Tower, an ancient gate of the city's second wall, under which the main street of Beaugency ran, one of the few paved streets from the 15th century, housing the municipal clock since 1511. We pass under the tower and arrive at the location of the beautiful town hall, built in 1525, with a lovely Renaissance facade with finely sculpted details, and inside which there are 8 17th century embroidered tapestries. From the town hall, we get lost in the streets of Beaugency and arrive again at Rue du Pont, the same street where we began our visit to the city, and whose upper section is traversed by a canal, which the inhabitants of Beaugency have beautifully adorned with flowers. On our way back to the Loire River, we continue to enjoy a walk through the quiet streets of Beaugency until we reach the so-called Devil's Tower, a beautiful circular tower built at the end of the 11th century and which belonged to the city's second wall, and called that because, according to legend, the devil took refuge here after the construction of the bridge, to which we return again to finish the visit to this small but interesting town, a place to visit between Orléans and the Château de Chambord.